Hello and welcome back to another video. Today is back with Psgl, an invitational to test out the game, see if it's working properly, and no desync. So there's been a lot of desync issues recently. So yeah, this race is just to test out if there's any issues, and hopefully there isn't, so we can get underway with racing again next week in Singapore. In the background is my Q1 run on I think I started this lap on about 5% tyres, so not ideal, but yeah, I really wanted to just get through so I could save a set of softs for the race if there isn't a safety car late on, so I'll have the advantage over everyone then. But you see it,
Oh my
we're in
god.
P12 and we're really at risk of getting knocked
Jesus.
out, and we're going into the last sector half a tenth down, so this is not looking ideal, but I knew it was a lot of time in this last sector. Even on the used tyres, I was expecting to gain around half a tenth. But you see it, going through the final corner, we've actually gained like a tenth to our other time, and we go P9, which is pretty rubbish, but on the used
Nice middle
tyres, it's
sector.
not the end of the world.
What an absolute stonker.
Spencer's there. What else? He's stonker, because it was absolutely horrendous. But now, into Q2, coming through the middle sector, pretty nicely. Managed to keep the wheel as straight as possible, scrubbing their speed, and it's a 54.9 going into last, so we're absolutely flying. We're purple in the middle sector, and we've then decided to miss the corner, and then not good final call. Oh, never mind, bit of oversteer, but it should be good enough to get through to Q2, and it is in P3.
Oh
And
no.
I say oh no because I thought I was going to go pole.
Another 0.6 low.
But yeah.
Where does it put you?
Third, as we're actually in a boys called Yarno here. Yarno and Ben Goldie, who's the engineer. So, yeah. Through to Q3.
Gonna take the use and then take the third set.
Yeah, no.
Or your final run.
No.
Why not?
We just take the third set so I know you do songs and then the race. That's me and Yarno there just joking around. Because you can't actually use your third set in Q3, otherwise you won't have a fresh set for the race. So that's why he was telling me to go on the third set just to mess around. So yeah, but into the final set, this is actually on a used set, and what I didn't realise is this is the used set I'm going to be starting the race on. So I've made a massive mistake basically. I'm going to be starting the race on around, well, starting the formation lap on around 11% tyres, and that is awful because other people are going to be starting
That's
on
not
like
bad on
4
you.
or 5. But that's my last lap. This is my fastest lap in qualifying. Opening up final corner, getting a good run onto the straight. Into the first corner, you want to be braking around 100 meters, maybe just after in Q3 grip. Down to third, clipping the inside well, clipping the inside again well, and then cutting it just enough. And we've had a really, I've gone purple in the first sector. This first sector was really good, but as you're about to say, it goes all downhill as we go into the next corner, taking way too much speed and missing the apex, locking up, missing that apex, and we've lost around a tenth and a half in just those 2 corners. So yeah, we got to claw back some time here. We fling it into the fast section, not much commitment there, just trying to get a lap in, and then we've missed it again. So there's another tenth in the middle there gone as well. So we have lost so much time. We're actually down on our Q2 time going into the last sector. So it's going to have to be a mighty last sector to get anywhere near the front. But again, we've locked up, missed the corner, got a big snap, and yeah, I'm not going to lie, this lap was kind of awful.
I'm so bad.
How many of those lower than me?
How have you've waited to do your first sector to do that?
Yeah.
That's it, joking around
You
there.
were faster than me in the first sector though.
Look at my... So I'm really angry because my first sector was
Sector
really
2
good.
was
I ran in the middle sector to like into Narnia in one of them. Like I got underswing completely run wide.
Yeah, there was an easy 3 tenths in that lap, looking
I mean,
back
I
on
think
it.
it's
But
my whole quality
yeah.
disaster.
that's what you get when you don't hook it up in quali. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, we've still got a race where I feel I'm more comfortable. So here we go, waiting for a couple to load in. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. A short hold, initially getting good traction, but then Ruben Pedreño absolutely launches off the line. We're going to turn the ERS off to save as much as we can for the run into lap 2. We're going to go around the outside of Ruben. For some reason I thought it'd be a good idea to go around Haddad as well as he turns into us, but yeah, it was a bit my fault. But no damage done to any cars, so that's good. As we're now going to go for a move on Haddad down the inside. I'm going to make it stick, going to leave him room on the inside. And have we made the move done? No, going to leave him room again on the inside. But then he pushes us out wide.
Fair enough.
I say sarcastic, fair enough. So I'm returning the favour here.
I mean, I can't really do
Pushing him
anymore.
off, and then as we're going side by side, Daniela took shoves us off and we get a warning. So I was pretty confident. I didn't realise at the time, but there are no stewards in this race, so that warning would not be taken off, even though it should do, and it would in a league race, I believe. Yeah, it's not going to in this race, and you'll see it's a pretty vital factor. And yeah, as you see, that is actually a double warning as well. So we're already on 2 warnings, and we've got 35 laps to go. So it's not ideal, but yeah, as Christoph is really struggling.
Has Christoph lost the ERS to Haddad as well?
Maybe.
Yeah, as Jano asked if Christoph lost the ERS to Haddad, and he actually did. And by this point, a couple guys at the front, I'm pretty sure, started on 0% tyres. So we are completely on the back foot here. Everyone in front is on like such less tyre wear than us. I think Wilson started on 0% tyres because of a glitch.
He's on 30.
So he's been gifted some 3% on his tyres. But and we're struggling. Actually going to go for a move here on Haddad. It's a bit of an awkward one because you see Jarno's only 1.6 up the road. I wanted to get ahead and see if I can push the tyres, push the ERS to see if I can get in the DRS of Jarno.
I'm just going to try my luck and try to get it.
But in the end, it didn't work. I believe if I didn't make that mistake in Q2 and go on my start on my Q2 tyres that I did 2 full quali and in laps on, because starting the race I'd already done like 4.5, 5 laps on these tyres, and everyone else had done, well, comparing to Wilson, he did 0 because he got fresh tyres somehow.
Exit on.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's only social, so yeah. But now I'm going to box for lap 10. I say I'm going to box, and in my head I wasn't sure if this is the right call because I had no clue how many laps softs could do. But I actually remember this. In my head, I remember back to Will G telling me he pitted from lap 12 and got 75%. So if I do a bit of tyre saving, I reckon I can make it to the end and get an undercut on Haddad, and maybe catch up to the front three on the undercut. But it's looking very unlikely because we're quite far behind. But now as we skip on to lap 11.
Luke pit from P2, Jake?
No traffic, clean air. I've had it for a couple of laps. Luke's pitted the next lap, which I was really surprised about, to be honest. I thought they would go a bit longer to get the proper tyre advantage over me, but they didn't. So that's good for us. But you see it, he comes out the pits 2 seconds ahead still, so on his fresher tyres that's going to be a massive gap to try and claw in. But yeah, I had belief in the speed and the race pace, so yeah, anything's possible. But you see it coming to the end of lap 12, he's 2.4 ahead now as I get my first actual warning. Second? I don't know. It might be my second, I'm not sure. But I don't know if I got one earlier in the race. I might have, but yeah. first or second actual warning, so we've got to be careful now to the end of the race, which should be okay. So yeah, as we start lap 13, Wilson comes out ahead just out of DRS, and he's got more ERS, same with Luke, but what I didn't realise is they both fully burnt their ERS on this lap, same as what I'm about to do, because I need to get in the DRS of these two. And that was interesting, because I thought in the natural tyre advantage Wilson had
45
like
and
2
exit
lap
Wilson.
younger tyres. That should be enough to maybe like keep me at DRS without using loads of ERS, but
As long as I'm not losing time to
in the
Brendan,
end
I'm
you'll
just gonna
see
say I don't
on
think
this
so.
lap, this lap was pretty good.
I'm still pretty good with whatever.
Yeah, Luke came out about a second ahead of Wilson.
1.0 to Wilson. So if we have a good section here, we should be able to get back in the DRS of Wilson Hughes, and then he's going to be obviously pushing to get in the DRS of Luke Smith. So you see, I'm burnt down to like no ERS because I have to get in the DRS, otherwise it's pretty much race over. You see here now, we have got pretty comfortably into the DRS of Wilson. Use a little bit of ERS here and then turn it off. As you see, I'm going to say in a minute. Or not. Oh,
Wilson flashing? Burned his
Yeah.
whole
so
battery
he
in
burnt
one
his
lap.
whole battery in one lap. So I was very surprised about that. And now we've got the ERS advantage over him straight away because we're in the DRS and we're not flashing, he's flashing. But anyway, he managed to recover a bit and we caught up to some lap cars, some traffic of Jonah, WR Noam, not Noam, Neon. So yeah, it should be a pretty comfortable move as we turn it off and then back on because I saw his red light flashing. Gonna go to the inside, comfortable move, he's gonna send it back up the inside and we get the move done.
Check your MFD for a new strategy
pretty
option.
comfortably. And now it's Alessio next, and I would like to get him on the main straight, not using really hardly any ERS, that was the plan. And then we should be having a bit of an ERS advantage on the two guys ahead, as I'm going to be playing a little bit of tactics in the next lap, as you'll see. Getting really close to Alessio should be a pretty comfortable move. As we're on a lot of like freshest mediums at the final corner, a little bit of ERS and using the max slipstream I can. And it should be a comfortable move, which it is. Jarno coming back, he actually had headset issues in the later laps, so he is going to struggle a bit because his headset kept turning off and he kept losing time because of it, which is really unfortunate because obviously we want to get a 1-2 and work together. But you see, coming out the final corner,
I'm going to charge a bit and then I'll try push them two a bit.
as I say that, I'm going to charge a bit
Wilson's on
because
25.
Yeah, there's a massive Gagor car,
because I
so
knew
I'm just going
that
to save.
they would have race engineers looking at my stream, so they wouldn't expect an attack now. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack straight away. See, turning on the ERS. I thought I turned it on, but I didn't. It went off and on for some reason, but you see it, a lot more straight line speed. Luke's flashing. We're going to turn it off. We're going to Wilson defends to the inside. We're going to let them two go side by side, set up the exit. Cut to the inside. We're going to get such better traction than Wilson as we do, and he's not going to have DRS, so it should be a comfortable move. And now we're in the prime position of second. So yeah, and we've got the max DRS, surprisingly, out of all of us three. So this is quite a good position, to be honest. But obviously I'm going to have to save a lot of tyres to get to the end.
What are you on?
I'm 38.
Yeah, but you went so many laps longer.
That's
So I
true.
get my second warning.
Oh my god, I need to concentrate. I've got
in
another
the end,
warning.
and we should.
Laps old, younger.
Oh, we actually got into lead. Hello. I didn't realise, but we overtook Luke. Luke got a bit like he didn't manage his ERS as good as everyone else, so
Well done, Max Hughes out of the final corner.
yeah, we are up into the lead now. With Wilson in second, and I knew this was going to be hard because he's got 2 lap fresher tyres, and we've both got about the same ERS.
Play chicken or no?
As Yano asked
No.
if we're going to play chicken.
Okay.
So like let Wilson go ahead, but I had confidence in the pace to make a gap. Before the last sectors, we made a 6/10 gap already, so this is looking strong at the moment. As long as we get a decent last sector, I was feeling pretty confident we could keep this. But it's, yeah, coming to the hairpin, we lock up, run a bit wide, so that's not ideal. But now through the final corner, got to get good traction here, otherwise we're going to be under pressure into turn 1. As we do, and now this is quite borderline if I could
Looks like
take
Max for
him
up
on
as
the
well.
final lap or not.
Probably.
So yeah, he's gaining, but it's not quite enough for him. We're going to be clear into turn 1, and now all we need to do is make sure we get a good first 2 corners, which we do. We get a very good first 2 corners, as we've made a 4/10 gap nearly in just the chicane. So yeah, we turn it off early to defend into the next DRS straight if we need to, but because it's so hard to follow through the middle sector, I doubt he would be able to attack me, so all I needed to do really now is keep it on the road and it should be a win. But obviously there is no stewards, so we end up don't taking the win, but in an actual league race I think it would have been. My warnings would have been taken off, and we would have taken the win. But in the end, it was Wilson who took the win. Was it Daniela who P2, and then Yano P3 with Luke Smith and P4. So GG to them. Deserved drives from all of them. So
Yeah, all because of
Jano
the
there.
sucking headset. Pisses me off
He
so much.
actually had really big headset issues, so it's a shame. But he managed to recover well to get P3, and we come home in P4. So yeah, it was quite a fun race. That social was just about fun, not really, because it didn't really go to standings. So yeah, it was all good. Fun race. GG to Wilson again. Good racing. And that's enough for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.